can understand our whole meditation today with another simple life lesson, those life lessons I teach from time to time. I call this one the life lesson of the keys. As we heard in that gospel passage, Jesus handed out exactly one set of keys. He gave it to the vicar of Christ on earth, Peter, the first pope. And that one set of keys has been handed down, vicar of Christ to vicar of Christ to vicar of Christ, ever since. There's only one set of keys. So understand this. Jesus did not come back in 1517 and say to the heretic, apostate, schismatic Martin Luther, Martin, Jesus, made a mistake. As if that's possible. I made a mistake appointing Peter and his successors as the holder of those keys. Yeah, Martin, it's gotten really bad in Rome. So even though I, Jesus, said the gates of hell shall not prevail against my rock, upon which I will build my one and only church, I obviously made a mistake. So I'm going to take away from Peter's successor my one set of keys and give them to you, Martin Luther, partly because you, Martin Luther, are just so darn holy. You aren't a sinner, Martin Luther. Oh, all those other people are sinners, but not you, Martin Luther. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. Back to Jesus. So here are those keys, Martin. I took them away from Peter's successor, and I now give them to you. Dear family, we know that is never what happened. It never happened. Interestingly enough, Luther said many things against the Catholic Church, but I'm not aware that even he made any genuine claim to now being the one and only new holder of the keys. Nor did John Calvin, Ulrich Zwingli, or John Knox make such a claim. In fact, some of these original Protestant deformers, and get this straight, dear family, get this straight. I get less patient when I'm tired, so I'm probably not patient even thinking about it right now. Get this straight, dear family. The Protestants did not reform the church. They deformed it. There's no such thing as a Protestant Reformation. It properly is identified for what it is as the Protestant deformation. And even those original deformers, Luther, Calvin, Zwingli, Knox, they acknowledged it would be a scandal if the people came to know that even they disagreed amongst themselves. So it goes when you throw into the mix, into the one truth of Jesus, such personal interpretation and relativism. But in short, even all those icons of schismatic heresy never claimed to be the new and only owner of that one set of keys. So understand it all, dear family, by the simple life lesson of the keys, what we heard in today's gospel, what Jesus told us we must do if we're going to be faithful Catholics, love God above all things, love our neighbor as ourselves. And understand that our Lord gave out only one set of keys, and they are still held by the vicar of Christ on earth.
Keep watching for Catholic news, prophecies, and much more coming up on the warnings of our time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and press the notifications button to get updates. Thanks to all the Super Thanks contributors. Look for the $Thanks button in description.